Welcome, Mr. Ngashira.
Thank you very much.
So tell me, how did you hear about this job?
Okay, I was going through the obituaries, and then I saw your program manager has passed on. God rest his soul. And so I knew there'd be a vacancy, and here we are. Here we are.
Well, you didn't figure out, but let's just continue. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I was born in a family of three. My mom had actually had a very complicated pregnancy.
Sorry to interrupt, but I actually meant more relating.
Relationship-wise, I'm single right now, but do you know who can change that? If you give me the job, that's that could change. No romance without finance. Yeah.
That's what they say, but
Right note.
and why should we hire you?
Mr. Interviewer. Have you seen the statistics out there? Unemployment is terrible. It's the least you can do to your community. This is like CSR, you know.
Let's get to know you better.
Yes.
What would you say are some of your strengths?
Well, right now I'm bench pressing like 80. My squat is at 100.
Again, I meant personality-wise.
Oh,
Personality traits.
I'm very punctual.
Good. Sounds good.
5 or 1 p.m. will never find me in the office. That guy. It's a predictable man. It's a code I live by. Yes.
Weird thing to mention, but cool. What would you say are some of your weaknesses?
I speak up to 5 languages.
Sounds like it should be in the strength column.
No, the problem is sometimes, most times, I don't know when to stop talking because actually it began some time back when
It's something I have noticed. Any other weakness?
I'm very enthusiastic,
Again, sounds like a strength.
but not necessarily about the right things. Like I love tea in the office. At least I need like 5 mugs to get me going, you know. Yeah. True.
And where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Actually, it depends. If you hire me, at the other side of the table, wasting innocent Kenyans' good time, like it's a freaking Dayton to Juane. But if I don't get this job, jail or death.
And if you got this job, despite all the odds, what would you say is a fair salary?
You know, speaking about fare, let's say fare from my place to the office, give or take 60, but I'll probably be using Ubers now. So maybe 700 times my rent, and then food. Okay, what I'm trying to say is this. If I work for you, I represent you. So I'm your brand out there. How I look outside there means how the company looks. So what I'm trying to say is, help me help you.
Well stated.
Yeah. Wewe wanakulipa ngapi?
We'll come to that later.
Okay.
Now, let's go through your CV, your resume.
Of course.
Quite heavy.
Stuff.
Says here, you're very attentive to detail,
Yes, I am.
but you spelled detail T-A-L-E.
Ongeza kwa weakness.
Also says here you can work well under pressure.
In fact, the last company I worked for was like a submarine. They called me Pascal.
And you can also work as part of a team.
Of course. But between you and me, usiniweke na watu wa Chelsea.
Obviously. Under other skills, you also put down music festival. Oh,
If I work here, I'll be the best employee in the world.
Okay. Kindly have a seat. I didn't know you were going to demonstrate.
Okay.
Let me ask. This might sound a bit personal,
Yes.
but why did you leave your other job, your previous job?
You know, it turns out after they tell you you're fired, you can't go back the next day. Because I tried going back the next day and they told the watchman not to let me in. Would you have stayed? Would you have stayed?
Well, I mean, that's how firing works, but I actually meant what was the reason they fired you?
Politics. Weevil. I'm sure you understand. Weevil too.
I don't, but say you got this job. When are you available? When can you start?
I can start right now. Nenda nifukuze. Can I go tell the guys they can go home?
Just relax. Just one final question. You're very eager to start.
Of course, you know me.
I don't, but let's keep going.
You can though.
I see what you did there. Finally, do you have any questions for us?
Continue with me. They let you work like that here. Those dreadlocks in a funny suit.
That's all for now.
Okay.
Kindly just tell the next person to come in.
So, Monday?